这个Let me just quickly say that we have a large number of people in the waiting room of Zoom, so we're going to just wait a little bit before we get started. Just give us a few more minutes, please. Sorry about that. Okay, everyone, let's get started. There are still some people in the waiting room. Lisha, can you stop? Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping notes. Please make sure that your microphones are muted, and also make sure that you set your proper name in Zoom, because later we're going to call you out name by name, and we need to be able to identify you. Also, if you can, please turn on your cameras. I want to see your smiling faces later. I want to see your happy faces. So please, if you can, turn on your cameras. And I should probably close my email client. Okay, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to welcome you all to our graduation celebration. My name is honoree, and I'm the current chair of the Department of Computer Science at the San Francisco State University. I am joined here today by my colleagues, the faculty of the department, instructors, and also with us is our fearless office manager, Denise Miyajima, the soul of the department. A special shout out to my parents who are joining us from my hometown in Germany right now. And I would like to welcome all friends and family of our graduates. But most importantly, a warm welcome to our graduates. After all, this is your celebration. We are gathered here today to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021 of the Computer Science Department at San Francisco State. What strange times we live in. Over a year ago, we had to abruptly leave campus and shelter in place because of the pandemic. You had to spend your senior year in front of a laptop, hopping from one Zoom class to the next. That is not what college life should be. But yet you persevered and successfully graduated with a degree from our department. You beat the odds and managed to finish your degree under the most unusual and unprecedented circumstances. You have my deepest respect and I laud your accomplishments. To the assembled family members and friends, please join me in congratulating our graduates. Dear graduates, today is your day. You have accomplished so much, especially during the last academic year. You have invited your friends and family to the ceremony to celebrate this special occasion with you. They were there by your side to support you throughout the ups and downs of your college life. Dear graduates, now it's your turn to give thanks to your friends and family who supported you, especially during this past year. So thanks to all the support system of our graduates. We should all be on campus right now to celebrate your accomplishments. You should be showing your friends and family the place where you spent the last several years. You should be taking selfies with your favorite instructors. But the pandemic upended all those plans, and we have to do yet one more Zoom session. I never liked the term social distancing. We should be doing just the opposite, stay socially connected during these challenging times. We hope that this virtual event will make up a little bit for the things that we cannot do in person right now. As a matter of fact, I am on campus right now, and I'm not referring to my virtual Zoom background here. I'm actually on campus right now, probably as the only person on this Zoom call. I'm sitting in an office on the 9th floor of Thornton Hall. I'm sure you remember that name, looking out towards the ocean. I thought since you cannot be here, I want to show you one last time your alma mater. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mute myself here on my laptop to avoid audio feedback. And then I'm going to switch over to my phone and I'm going to show you your campus.
No? I want to show you.
So you should see me now. Can you please spotlight? Okay, let me So I am now going outside. You know, we have this beautiful balcony on the 9th floor. The dorms, exercise grounds, campus offices. I'm walking to the corner now. Here's the quad on campus, the library. Isn't our campus beautiful? Okay, let me go back. And I hope you got a nice look of your alma mater. That's it. So before we continue, I would like to give you an overview of today's event. Can you please put up the agenda slide? So we have invited several featured commencement speakers whom I will introduce next. Following the speeches, we'll recognize all our graduates individually by calling on them one by one. At the end, we will take a virtual group picture, so please do not leave early. We'll close by creating breakout rooms that will allow you to mingle with your peers and family, as well as instructors from the event. So hopefully trying to replicate a little bit what ordinarily we would do here on campus. And with that, it is my great pleasure to introduce our speaker, the Dean of our college, Dr. Carmen Domingo. Carmen received D in molecular and cell biology from UC Berkeley and joined San Francisco State in 1997 as an assistant professor. Incidentally, the year that I came to America. Since 2017, leading our college as dean, and she's the first Latina in that role. She's at the forefront of various initiatives to increase diversity and inclusivity in STEM. Initiatives is the PINK program to promote inclusivity in computing, a collaboration between Carmen's home department, biology, and my department. So please join me, Dr. Carmen Domingo.
Thank you so much, Arno, for those kind words. And hence the post-pandemic hairdo, I should have sent you a current picture. Anyways, buenos dias. Good morning, parents, friends, faculty, staff, and computer science graduates of 2020 and 2021. I'm so pleased to be celebrating this very important milestone in your lives. You have earned a degree in computer science from San Francisco State University during a historic time for all of us. It may be hard to appreciate this, but I'm certain that when we look back on this time, we will see your graduating classes as one of the most transformative classes ever, with a major impact on how our university functions. Prior to the pandemic, faculty taught less than 1% of our classes remotely. With the start of the pandemic, faculty transitioned within days to teaching their classes remotely. We thought this would only last a few weeks. You know, the COVID cases would go down and we would have containment. But here we are a year and a half later. We've gotten somewhat used to classrooms, but for many of us, look forward to returning to in-person activities. In addition to learning in this new modality, you were also challenged by what was occurring around us. Job, escalating COVID cases and death, political upheaval, police brutality, and the rise in hate crimes against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Despite these challenges, as imperfect as the situation was, faculty tried hard, effectively, and students worked hard to learn. I can't help but think how different the outcomes would have been without Zoom. As imperfect as that system is, we had a mechanism for creating a virtual classroom. And as graduates of the computer science department, you can really take pleasure in the important role that computer scientists have had in creating the technology that we rely on so heavily today. As we transition out of this pandemic, you are going to be part of the huge effort in our country to rebuild our economy. The federal and state governments intend to make a massive investment in the tune of several $1 trillion to improve our infrastructure and create millions of jobs. This is going to provide you with terrific career opportunities and hopefully help us redirect our economy to better serve all of its people, as we are all aware that we have many marginalized and underserved communities that need our help, and technology can be part of that solution. As Dean, I've met many of you. I have enjoyed learning about your club activities and extracurricular activities. I know you care deeply about our institution and the computer science program. I was particularly impressed with your ability to host the largest collegiate hackathon in San Francisco with over 1,000 registrants from around the world. I truly marveled at your ingenuity to host such a large and successful event remotely. It is clear that you are on your way to achieving great things. As graduates of our computer science program, please continue to engage with us. As alumni, you will play an important role in helping us to continually improve our educational programs so that we are in alignment with future workforce needs. Your perspectives and insights will always be welcomed and appreciated. Support is needed as we continue to grow and train our future students to meet the workforce needs of the future. In closing, we are all incredibly proud of your achievements. Use your creativity, ingenuity, intelligence, and persistence to embark on careers that fulfill your dreams. We will always be here to support and celebrate your continued achievements. Felicidades and congratulations to the classes of 2020 and 2021.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you so much for joining our event. Truly appreciate it. Next, it is my great pleasure to introduce one of your peers as the next speaker. Can you, thanks. Mimiksha Mahajan moved to the United States 5 years to do her bachelor's at San Francisco State. She graduated last semester with a bachelor's degree in computer science as well as a double minor in information systems and mathematics. During her time at San Francisco State, she was involved in fall 2019, she received our department's Abigail Fischbach Scholarship. She's passionate about promoting diversity in STEM and using code to build a better future for everyone. Since graduating, Mimiksha began her career at American Express as a software engineer. Our department selected her to be this year's undergraduate honoree. Please join me in welcoming Mimiksha. Mimiksha, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Puder, for the kind introduction. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning to celebrate the hard work and success of my fellow grads and I. We appreciate you taking the time. To my peers and this new cohort of computer scientists, we made it. Congratulations. We now officially know more about fixing the internet than just turning the router on and off. I mean, the experts deemed it fit to official paper and stamp it, so there must be some truth to it. I would also like to thank everyone who helped and guided us through the last couple of years. Faculty, staff, and administration for working hard every day to provide us the best quality of education. Family and friends and everyone who cheered us along the way. Thank you from the very bottom of our hearts. We couldn't have done it without you. And now that we can share our success with you, it's much more sweeter. The world today is practically run by technology. And as we as computer scientists and developers to take on the big problems of the world, building technology that we hope serves a meaningful purpose, we also have the responsibility to ensure that our solutions help build a diverse and inclusive world. We might be living in a high-tech world, and flying cars may or may not be around the corner. But if last year has shown us something, it's that we also live in a divisive world. And if there's one takeaway from all the unfortunate events that we've seen unfold, it's that technology has the power to make or break it. And today, we're joining forces to be curators and custodians of this very technology. We may not take a Hippocratic oath as doctors, but it is our fundamental duty to put aside our bias, create solutions that serve one and all, regardless of race, caste, color, sex, or gender. Our machines may only understand zeros and ones, but it's not as black and white as that. There are gray areas, and that's where we come in as empathetic human beings. We bring more than our knowledge of data structures, our understanding of algorithms, our ability to build solutions with OF and complexity. We bring value. We're the mold that shapes beautifully written code, perfect in time complexity, into products that make a difference. Products get entangled in hardware and firmware and all the other fancy, intimidating technical jargon. But at the end of the day, it serves a human being. So it's only fair that we build for human beings and as human beings, accounting for more than just the zeros and ones. And that is no menial task. We have a long road ahead of us. We will have our fair share of doubts and insecurities. Because let me tell you, imposter syndrome is very real. And in my opinion, above it. There will always be days where you might question if you belong in this community, if you're even cut out for coding. During those moments, remember today, the day you graduate with a degree in computer science. See how far you've made it. Maybe questioning if picking computer science as a major was the right decision in your 210 class to actually degree in the subject. Reflect on your journey and keep going forward so your future self can look back and get the motivation needed to go even further. And while you're doing that, always remember to create a safe space for others who may feel intimidated. We all have at some point questioned our decision to be a computer science major. You'd be lying if your upper level classes didn't make you feel that way. So we know what it feels like. We know what we wish someone told us in those moments or what someone did tell us. So pass that knowledge and help others feel belonged because we all belong here. And I'd like to leave you all with my favorite quote from Winnie the Pooh. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So graduates, as we step into a world shaped by computer science, it is now our task to use our talents as computer scientists and as human beings to make the world a much better and much kinder place. Good luck in all your future endeavors. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Nimiksha, thank you so much for this beautiful speech and powerful message. So please join me in just thanking Nimiksha. So our next speaker, it is my great pleasure to introduce a very special guest to deliver the commencement speech. Mitchell Baker, the co-founder, CEO, and chairwoman of the Mozilla Corporation and Foundation. Even if you're not familiar, if you're not a computer scientist, you will have heard of the Firefox browser or the Thunderbird email client that were developed under the Mozilla leadership. Mitchell co-founded the Mozilla project to support an open and innovative World Wide Web to ensure it continues to offer opportunities. She has written key documents that set out Mozilla's enduring mission, most importantly, the Mozilla Public License, one of the prominent open source licenses in the internet. As chairwoman of Mozilla for the last 2 decades, Mitchell has been responsible for organizing and motivating a massive worldwide collective of employees and volunteers who are building the internet as a global public resource, open and accessible to all. It is this goal that directly mirrors SF State's mission of social justice and providing support for underrepresented minorities. Time magazine named Mitchell as one of 100 most influential people. She received her BA in Asian Studies from UC and her JD from Berkeley Law. Please join me in welcoming Mitchell Baker.
Congratulations, computer science graduates of San Francisco State University, classes of 2020 and 2021, congratulations. It is such an honor for me to be here with you today. Joining you today is particularly meaningful for me because my own graduation ceremony almost didn't happen and ended up being quite odd. Back then, I majored in East Asian studies with a focus on China. This was a while ago, before China was a global power. And even though I was at Berkeley, there were very few of us interested in studying East Asia. So few, in fact, that there was no department, and there were only 5 or maybe 10 people graduating in my year. That wasn't enough for a graduation ceremony. The Oriental Languages Department took pity on us and invited us to their graduation lunch. Almost all the content was in Chinese and Japanese. My parents came to my graduation, but they didn't understand a word of what happened. Coming from that experience, I'm doubly glad to be here in a department where your field is recognized, valued, and highly sought after. Thank you for having me here today. As the CEO of an organization that relies on computer scientists, and as the parent of a college student, it is a joy to recognize your achievement. You have so much to be proud of. I hope you feel the pride and revel in it. And wow, you sure picked a very stable to be graduating into. It's going to be calm and a bit boring out there, working in a field that barely changes, in a world that barely changes, where problems have been solved. Oh, wait, that's not right, is it? 2021 finds the world in flux in every imaginable way. If we were all on campus, we might see the fog rolling in, we might feel the wind whipping at your caps, and yet gathering virtually via the internet reminds us the power and importance of computer science. It reminds us that computer science and daily life are completely intertwined. You have chosen a field that is technical and also has deep implications for our interactions, our society, and even our own mental health. What a great place to be. You have the education, the tools to do so many things. And you find yourself graduating, entering this new part of life in a moment of extraordinary challenge and extraordinary opportunity. I don't know the future, but I do know that you are standing on the edge of great possibilities and great adventure. This is a time of upheaval, sometimes times of upheaval are a definition of what's possible. There's opportunity here. Seek it out. Look beyond the things that scare us for the opportunity. Crisis shows us, sometimes in shocking ways, that a different way of living and thinking is possible. Don't be surprised and don't worry if your journey doesn't fit a preset model. You've worked hard to gain the skills and reach this commencement. You've got powerful tools as you enter this next phase. One of the most important takeaways from this period is how crucial the digital world has become, or the real world. This means your skills are in demand in so many areas. The digital transformation of our world has just begun. So much more is coming. There are great jobs for you, and also massive opportunity to make the digital infrastructure of our world better. To do that, we need bravery. We need passion. We need people with new ideas, not stuck in what exists today. We need you. The issues of the world are reflected in technology, from national to truth, to climate change, to diversity, and a multicultural world. These issues can sometimes seem so complicated that it's hard to know where to start. And sometimes it seems nothing can be done. And yet, I'm a co-founder and CEO of an organization that insists on doing things differently and driving change in online life. I can tell you for certain, many of the things that seem unchangeable are ripe for disruption. The key is often a new way of looking at things. And sometimes that means a career will have twists and turns in it. That can be great, giving new experience and new perspectives to think of things no one else is going to dream up. I say this from experience. The path that brought me to leading Mozilla, not at all a straight path. After my undergraduate studies in Asian studies, I worked for several years at UC Berkeley's Center for Chinese Studies. On the surface, it was a reception type. However, the working language of the library was Chinese. I was the only person of my background working at the library and actually still studying Chinese, so I got a strong dose of living and working in another culture, a very hybrid culture. At the time, people thought I was very odd and Chinese. At the time, there were almost no job prospects. And yet these studies set the foundation for what has become my life's work, Mozilla. I left the Chinese Studies Library to go to law school, and then I moved into technology. Each of these was an odd path to take. I had always told myself I would never go to law school, mostly because it had such a reputation for needing to memorize things. But one night at a party, a lawyer I barely knew explained to me how he could organize relationships through legal contracts in a way that everyone benefited, and benefited sometimes differently based on their unique goals and needs. I was hooked. It was one conversation at a party, and it changed my life. I wanted to do that too. I wanted to be able to put the pieces together in a way that provided maximum benefits for everyone involved. So I went to law school. I chose Columbia University because it had one of the few programs that focused on law in China. I moved from the Bay Area, New York, and settled myself in an apartment. Then, days before school started, I realized Columbia Law School was not going to be a good fit for me. So I started calling other law schools where I had been accepted. Some of these phone calls were pretty difficult, as admissions directors told me why I wasn't getting a second chance at their school. But I kept at it. With my tail between my legs, I called the head of admissions at Berkeley Law and asked if it was too late to come home. And she welcomed me back. It was so late that I missed all the orientations. But she got me back for the last party before school started, telling me that was my one chance to meet someone, anyone, before law school started. You never know what path is going to open up before you. After law school, I moved to Silicon Valley. I moved there because I found a firm that did work in Taiwan. And in those days, that's about as close as I could get to work related to China. The work in Silicon Valley is, of course, technology-based. And through that, I came to love the puzzle of building software and internet products. There are a million pieces that go into a product. They come from all over. In the days before open source software, every one of those pieces came with its own separate business agreement. There could be 50 or 100 of these in a product you might use, and all of the agreements together. This was another way of putting puzzle pieces together. It was something I never knew I would be good at, and yet I was. Then the first browser was built and the internet arrived. I encountered the first browser and was again hooked. The first browser was called Mosaic. It was built by students at the University of Champaign-Urbana. These students moved to California to a company called Netscape, and I joined a few months later. Netscape was literally the very first company to bring the internet to consumers. I imagine it's hard to think of a world without the internet, but before Netscape in the early 1990s, there was no consumer internet and no mobile phones. So I ended up building a career in a field that didn't exist at the time of my graduation. In fact, in a field that was unimaginable except in science fiction. And yet I had the right skills, and I had acquired them through an unpredictable path. Many of you will have unpredictable paths. Keep building new skills and look for ways to connect them. Remember, You may see these connections before anyone else does. Don't be discouraged. The next unexpected change for me occurred at Netscape. In the early 1990s, open source was a very odd concept and familiar only to a small set of software developers. In fact, one Microsoft executive described open source software as, quote, un-American, unquote. The idea of sharing code was seen as dangerous, communist, or just outright crazy. The idea was as radical then as when Netflix shifted to streaming content in 2007 or so. But Netscape was facing huge pressure from Microsoft, which was the dominant monopoly of its time. Today, we have a handful of giant tech platforms, but in the 1990s, there was only one, and it was Microsoft. To compete, it decided to make its browser software an open source project, and thus Mozilla and Firefox were born. I became the general manager of Mozilla and have continued in that role through the present. This was another very odd step. At first, I was the only person at Mozilla who wasn't focused on programming, literally the only. And Mozilla spent a number of years as a failure, so it wasn't all glamorous. But as it turned out, Mozilla had the right idea about what the internet can be and just the right people to succeed. It was completely unpredictable. And yet my oddball combination of skills and expertise was a critical part of the team. Through this, Mozilla helped usher the ideas of open and collaboration and sharing and open source into the broader consumer consciousness. Through this, I learned something about being early in a new business or a new idea. When you are early in a field, that field is hard to explain. In our industry, people love to use phrases like ahead of the curve and living on the bleeding edge to describe what we're doing. And when that's true, it means we are not in the mainstream. It means it's hard for other people to understand or envision what we see. When you're ahead of the curve, you're probably doing things people don't understand. When you find yourself in that setting, rejoice. It's a good experience to have. You may decide you like being in the mainstream. That's great too, but don't shy away from a few experiences on the bleeding edge. Right now, our world is being upended by the technologies that are common for you, but seem fantastical when I first encountered them. Access to knowledge is immense. We can go to Street View and walk down a street halfway around the globe. We can experience in real time the joys and terrors of events anywhere on the globe. This is amazingly powerful and often really fun. The flip side, though, is the burden about knowing so much and knowing so much about so many problems. Today's technology allows the full scale of humanity's problems right in front of us all the time. I have observed that this makes optimism a trickier emotion to hold on. Optimism is a key word in the technology industry. Many of us feel we want to imagine positive things. That way we have a chance to build them and make them real. Today, we can see that blind optimism, however, is hollow and dangerous. But don't downgrade optimism. A realistic assessment combined with imagination, spiced with action, a long way to making something better. Yes, there are so many challenges ahead. There's power in recognizing them and working together to create lasting change. At our best, that's how we use our skills and expertise in technology. First, we must be honest about the troubles, whether we're discussing energy consumption or discrimination and violence, or the privacy trade-offs of an advertising business model. Then aim some imagination and optimism to develop new ways of positive change at scale. Technology allows us to work at scale, and that is a tool for positive change that you have studied and earned and have important impact in bringing solutions to scale. You will make the next generations of our digital infrastructure. Mozilla has been working on this for decades, and we need you to know your voices matter. Your code matters. Your ideas matter. Your life experiences matter. And your values matter. Technology is not neutral. It's imbued with the outlook and values of the humans who create it. I know that you will take what you have learned at San Francisco State University to create tools, new technologies, new products, and new experiences you can't yet imagine. I am so excited to see what you will do. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mitchell. Thank you so much for this wonderful and powerful message. And everyone, please join me in saying thanks to Mitchell for joining us today and delivering a powerful message.
It's my pleasure.
Well, everyone, thanks again to all our speakers, not just Mitchell, but of course also Carmen and Nimiksha for joining our ceremony and giving their respective speeches. For the next segment, we want to call each graduate by name. Now, I am being told that there are quite a few students, graduates who RSVP'd after the cutoff date on Wednesday. As you can imagine, we had to prepare a little bit slides and spreadsheets. So if you registered on this Zoom link after Wednesday, unfortunately, you will not be on this list here. So my apologies in advance if I do not call your name, but please stay on. We want to take a group picture at the very end of the ceremony. So just also one more detail. So we will call on you in alphabetical order, sorted by first name, not your last name. So just to give you an idea roughly on when it's going to be your turn to be called. We'll be helping hands in the background who will then spotlight your camera feed when it's your turn, and you're free to say something to your friends and family. So do not forget to unmute yourself and also then afterwards mute yourself. And also please limit your speech to 10 seconds because even with all the registrations, we have quite a long list of students to go through. So, and with that, Lisha, you can switch to the festive music again. And I am going to call then names as they on the slide here. Aditya Choksi.
Hi, everyone. I would like to thank my family and all my friends for this wonderful opportunity and Professor Puri, as well as the complete computer science department. Thank you.
Aditya Bodhi. Afan Ghazali. Ahmed Afghan. Akidu. Alex Kohanim. Amron Berhanu. Andrew Huang. You're muted if you want to say something.
I just wanted to say thank you for everyone. Thank you.
Anna Pham. Anthony Rodriguez. Ariana Brown.
I just want to thank my peers, family, and friends for helping me get here.
Beatriz Ribeiro.
Just like to say thanks to all my family. It was an amazing journey. Thank you.
Bebe Jiang.
I just want to thank every professor from San Francisco State University and my friends, every peers. Thank you guys.
Ryan Lopez. Brian Lay. Brian Caldera. Charlie Tuttle.
Thank you, Dr. Pruder, and thank you all my peers. I had a great time.
Kristen Akashokos.
I just wanted to thank my family and friends, and also for a great 4 years. Thank you.
Danish Siddiqui.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pruder, and everyone. Congratulations who's also graduating with me.
Danish. Danny Cullen.
Thank you so much. I had an excellent time at SFSU, and I hope you guys have a good journey in the future.
Benavides. Eric Bristow.
Thank you to all my friends and family. All.
Francis Cruz. George Shen. Harold Pedroso.
Thank you all.
Arsimran Nandra. Hassan Javed. He Zhao. Henry Kang.
I thank all my friends, instructors, my advisors, and my family for helping me through this amazing journey.
Ibrahim Chaudhry. Jackie Romero. Jacob Dorman.
Hi, yeah. Thanks, everybody. It was a great time. Lots of learning about computer science and life and classical music. Thanks to all the professors for their support and my family. It's good ride. Thank you.
Jared Zapata. Jennifer Finaldi. Jessica Serrano. Jinghan Kao.
Hi, I want to give my thanks to all the professors and my family. Thank you. We finally made it. Go Gators.
John Bristow. Jose Arevalo. Do you want to unmute yourself and say something? Julia Ramos.
Thank you to my friends and my family here and all the way in the Philippines. Maraming salamat po.
Kevin Dunn. You're muted. You want to say something? No, you're just happy. Kevin Huang. Kan Tran. Kimberly Nivon. You're muted. Lakshita Shu.
Thank you so much, CS Department, for letting me be a part of it, and my friends and family for joining me here from both US and India. Thank you.
Luan Anlu. Majid Afghan.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad and so happy to work with everyone at the school. Thank you all the professors. And thank you to everyone who participated in our events at ACM.
Maria Caraves.
Thank you to everyone, all the professors here in the computer science department, and thank you to my friends and my family who are able to be here today.
Matthew Davis. Melissa
I wanted to say
Gonzalez.
thank you to my parents for all the sacrifices they made, and to my friends and family who always supported me. Thank you guys. Love you guys.
Michael Morales. Michael Zheng. Miguel Millado.
Thank you to everyone, friends and family, professors. It was a great experience.
Mike Bolaños. Mimiksha Mahajan.
Thank you, everyone. Couldn't have done it without your support. Go Gators.
Nin Le.
Thank you to my family and all the professors that helped me through. Thank you.
Rebecca Sumata.
I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's supporting me, and yay, we're done.
Raya Farshad.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone. And I had a great time on SFSU.
Robert Freeman. Robert Isaac. Roberto Valdivia.
I want to thank my professors, everyone who helped put this celebration together, today's speakers, and all the friends I've made at SFSU. Congratulations, everyone.
Rodrigo Gallardo.
I just want to say congratulations to everyone. It's been a great semester.
Sagar Penda.
Hey, I would like to thank my family back in India and family of friends here I have in States. Thank you so much. It was really a beautiful journey. And thanks to the department and all the professors.
Salah Ali. Saloni Bhatia.
Hi, sorry, my voice. Thank you for, the experience, and especially Bill Sue. He helped me a lot. So yeah, thank you.
Sandra Lopez. Sebastian Drake.
Oh, thanks for everyone, all my professors and all my peers. I had a great experience. Congratulations.
Shamli Ksirzagar. Shivam Ray. Skylar Krieger. Soumya Chandrasekharan. Suhail Plasar.
Hey, I would like to thank my parents, friends, family, my instructors for supporting me throughout this wonderful journey.
Syed Raza Ali. Troy Turner. Tyler Ho.
Just want to say thank you, friends, family, and faculty. Shout out SF Hacks, BJJ Club at SFSU, and a special shout out to my girlfriend who never stopped believing in me. I love you.
Woo! We like Tyler!
Yukoi Nu.
Hi, I would like to thank my family, friends, and all my professors. Thank you.
Umang Mathur.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the professors I worked with, the friends I made here, and my family back home. And yeah, had a great time. Thank you.
Rismay Patel. Vamit Ali.
I want to say thank you to my family, the CS faculty, and my classmates. You are all a great help and support in this journey. Lastly, I want to, and most importantly, thank God. Congrats you all and good luck in your next chapter.
William Liu.
Thank you, everyone, and I hope everyone has an amazing day.
Yifan Wang. Yi Jian. Sun Su.
I want to thank my friends and family, all the professors, and the teams in all my classes.
Well, and these were the students who RSVP'd before Wednesday. So congratulations to all of you, and those who joined us a little bit later who were not on our list. You also have my heartiest congratulations for finishing, making it to the finishing line. So congratulations. So we wanted to take a group picture. So
yes.
Alicia, I think, do you want to, can you go like into gallery mode and put everyone on the screen?
Yes, I can. Okay, so there are going to be a few pages of photos, so I recommend just keep smiling.
Yeah.
Happy. I do want to acknowledge the people that were not called and were expected to be called. My deepest apologies. We live and we learn. It was probably an issue with the RSVPs from Google Form and Zoom, but I promise you, hopefully these photos and the stream and the recording will be enough. But my congratulations, all of our 195 congratulations, and Dr. Puda's congratulations to you guys too. We love you exactly the same. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to start taking photos. It looks like there are 8 pages that I'm going to have to go through. So again, let's just all show our beautiful teeth for just 1 minute and I'll take these photos. Okay, ready? First page, 3, 2, 1, cheese. I guess I have to smile too. Okay, second photo. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Third photo. It's so nice to see everyone with their cap and gat and their families. It's amazing. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay, halfway done. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Fifth page. Again, if you want to turn on your camera, you totally can. If not, that's totally okay. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Okay. Sixth page, cheese. And we're on to our 7th page. 3, 2, 1, cheese. And our 8th page. Let's get this ready. 3, 2, 1. Yes, cheese. Okay, perfect. Those were all of our photos. These photos will be distributed to you guys' emails. So that'll be great. I'm going to share my screen again. Yes, if you smiled for that whole thing, you guys are amazing because that was a long time. I'll share my screen again. I'll let Dr. Puder take the mic once more. And again, congratulations to all of you, even the people that weren't called. I hear you. We accept your criticism and you will do better. Thank you all for joining. It was a journey and a privilege to plan this. So I'll let Dr. Puder take it.
Thanks, Leisha. And speaking of which, would you mind putting the last slide on the screen? This one, yeah. So before we move on, I just wanted to acknowledge and say thanks to the organizing committee. I mean, you can imagine that this event wouldn't have been possible without the help of our ACM and SFX student organizations. I mean, for 2 months now, we had weekly meetings to organize all the different aspects of this event. And this is the first time we did this online. So just to echo Leisha's words, please forgive us if not everything was as smooth as it could have been. There were a lot of people in the background that helped this happen here. And I just want to extend my thanks to all of them. And special shout out to Lisha Murdy, whom you just heard, and Jason Fuji. They just did a lot of work, and you two rock, absolutely rock. Thanks to everyone else who in the background was helping to make this a smooth event here. Thanks to Stream Club for providing today's Zoom session. Actually, the CTO of Stream Club, Paul Klein, happens to be one of our alums. So it's all in the family here. So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the official portion of our ceremony, and congratulations again to all our graduates and your proud friends and family. On behalf of my colleagues, I wish you all the best for your personal and professional future. So if ever you come close to campus, please do stop by once this craziness is over and say hello and say hi to us here. If you haven't done so yet, please join our LinkedIn group. So I'm going to, I should have done this before I say this. I'm going to copy the link to our LinkedIn group in chat, and I would invite you all to join if you haven't already done. So even though you have graduated with a degree from our department, of course, you will always stay a member of our family, and we do plan alumni events in the future. So by being on this LinkedIn group, will ensure that you will be in the loop on everything that we'll do here in the department. So with that, what we want to do now is the socializing that normally would happen at this stage, where you can just mingle with your peers. And the only way to do that in a virtual setting is by making use of Zoom's breakout rooms. So we will shortly create a number of breakout rooms and have about maybe half a dozen people in each breakout room. And initially we're going to assign people at random. So you will be able to make new friends in your respective breakout rooms. But we also enable the ability to jump around. So if you move with your mouse on the bottom, you will see there is a button called breakout rooms. And when you join the breakout room, you can then also click on this button and you can see the other breakout rooms, and you can see who else is in which breakout room. So feel free to look around and jump into different breakout rooms and say hello and goodbye to your peers and favorite instructors. So with that, again, this comes to the end of our official program. Congratulations again to all of you, and I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you sometime in the future. Okay, bye-bye.
Session. Let's see.
Hey everyone, congratulations to everyone. I wanted to ask, how do you choose which breakout room you join? Does anyone knows?
Yes, so if you go to the panel at the very bottom of Zoom, it's right next to like share screen and stuff. There should be a button named breakout room, and if you click on that, you should be able to like hover over room 1 and room 2, and it should say join.
I see. Actually, I can't choose. I only have the room that's assigned to me. It says you have been assigned to breakout room 4.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, maybe we cannot choose.
Okay, that. Okay, I can definitely. Oh, wait, it says I can move you guys. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, it looks like the majority of people are in room 1 and room 2, and others have left. But hi, Anna. Loved your photo that you posted for your slide deck.
Hi, is it okay if I could say hi to all my friends and family who are here?
Yeah, of course.
Hi. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Hi, I see Dan and Ella. Hello. Go Ty, Malin, Ethan River. Thank you for coming. I love you guys.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yay, Anna.
Hi, Go Ty.
Congratulations. Hi. Yes, congratulations.
Hi.
You made it.
Hi,
There's Adrian.
What's this?
And thank you to ACM and all the people who hosted today's meeting. I'm so happy to see everybody and so nice seeing you guys.
Yes, no problem.
No problem. Thank you.
Yes, no problem at all. We will be sending out the photos, obviously. If you want the recording, it'll be on the SF Hacks YouTube channel. So if you just go on YouTube, search SF Hacks, it should be up, within the day or two. Also, we will compile a slide deck of everyone who signed up and graduated. So people that didn't get called and all of that, we'll definitely do that as well.
How can you join another room? If I click on join breakout, it still assigns me to the same room that I was in previously.
Yeah, I have the same question. If I click on breakout rooms,
I see. Okay. Let me restart it. I'm going to close our rooms and then reopen them.
I think it's a checkbox you have to select, I believe, right?
On the bottom, the third one. I also made the same mistake at the other meeting.
I'm so sorry. I'll do that right now. Okay, yes. I just got 5 different things saying people there. So hopefully people will come back in here and we can mingle together.
I have a quick question. Do you guys have a program or something to kind of show how typically in graduations they usually have a program packet or something? Do you guys have any of those to showcase or whatnot?
Yeah, we do that. And you know what? We're going to stitch together all the group pictures that we took today, and we also will be attaching then the flyer that we prepared that contains that has the program that we went through.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Of course. Okay, I just selected let participants choose room. So corrected that mistake. I guess. I'm going to recreate 5 breakout rooms for everyone that's still here. Thank you so much for staying. Okay, recreate. Now you should, please let me know if I did it wrong again.
Thanks, Alicia.
Is it good? Are people going? Well, okay, there's a... Yeah, so the program will definitely have all graduates' names, regardless if they joined us or not. For people that can't find breakout rooms.
What happened to the breakout rooms?
Okay, now
oh, there we go.
Now here we go. Okay.
There we go. Mine did was, but it was not named. Okay. Feel free to jump around to different breakout rooms. Correct me if I'm wrong, but can you guys see who's in each breakout room? Like the names of people?
So I only have the option to join the breakout room 1.
Yeah, me too.
Wait.
You know, this is more difficult than we thought, right?
Okay, they were definitely on my end. It says I can join all 5, but
So this is a case study in human-computer interaction. You know, like if you took Dr. Petkovich's class 648, you know, he would now be complaining about buttons being placed at the wrong side and misleading guidance on user interfaces. So now you all know the benefits of human-computer interaction.
Right.
okay.
Lisha, what do you suggest to do?
Okay, let me understand. So you guys can only join group room 1.
Yes, when I click on the join breakout room button, then I can only, I don't see a list of all the rooms.
Yeah, I only see room 4 for mine.
For me, it's room 1, always.
It's the initial assignment. I think it's just whatever was initially randomly assigned.
Right.
Okay.
If it was the same group that was assigned to a different room, I think we went back into room 3.
Goodbye.
Well, I think by and large, doing this the first time on that scale, I think it went pretty well. So I think we'll just have to then physically mingle then when the pandemic is over and you guys have to come back here. So that's the proper way of doing this.
It sounds like fun.
The breakout room is
Hey,
closed
Jacob.
again.
Lisha, do you have an idea on what might be the issue? Do you want to try it again, or?
Yeah,
just
so
gonna-
the breakout rooms are closing in 20 seconds, so
Okay.
20 seconds.
Hi, Arnold. Nice speech.
Hey, Hui. Thanks for joining.
I'm especially touched by the part you didn't speak. Sorry, that's a joke. Just it really brought out a lot of emotions when you use your camera to show the campus. It's just unbelievable. What a nice touch.
You know, and I mean, you know, let me tell you, those who are on this call right now, I mean, campus has been closed for a year. If you just walk down the hallways, it is like a time capsule, right? I mean, there are presentation seminars from a year ago, announcements, and it just feels surreal. You know, it's just a really weird feeling, but it's still our campus. You know, we cannot wait for it to be reopened. So as I said earlier, you know, I feel for all of you not being able to be on campus here today, but if you do ever come close to campus once this crazy time is over, then please stop by and say hello.
Yeah, cannot agree with you more, Arnold.
Arno, I have an idea. I know how hard would it be. Just, I have a ton of students who want to see me for coffee in fall and stuff. Would it be possible to organize maybe even weekend one day where we can just say in cafeteria, you want to see such, so-and-so, just drop by between 5 and 7 or something. I would love that.
That's a nice idea. I'm going to delegate this to our outreach committee. Bill, did you catch that idea?
Yeah. So, Dragon, did you say a whole week or?
No. Just say one day, we choose one day and then announce to alumni who may not be, remember, they might leave the school but still local, or not leave the school, because I have 5 students I want to, so I'm just thinking, maybe we pick up a day on convenient time, even weekend, say you want to say hi to your professors, they will be there this and this day in Cafe 101, you know, or something, whatever.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll check what's open on campus, and
or maybe a few days, but I'm talking fall.
Oh, fall. Okay. All right. Sure. The other, but we're hatching this other idea of having a very informal drinks mixer with the alumni.
Ooh, great.
Summer, yeah. And Yeah, so I'll announce in the our alumni group on LinkedIn, and if you really if you're really interested, and want to come and make sure you don't miss the notification, just email me, guys. Let me put my email in the chat here.
Yeah. Bill, copy the faculty too on some email. I'm
of course
trying not to check and devices online. I'm trying to have a life, so.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just tell us when.
Okay, yeah.
So Lisha, where are we with the breakout rooms? Do you want to give it another shot?
Yes, try it now.
The Bristow family is in.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going again to room number 1, and I'm going to see if I can then switch someplace else.
Oh, so how do we switch? You go to the room assigned and then switch?
Yeah, I think I see I'm still assigned to room 4. So
yeah, I always go back to same room.
Yeah.
Same, just
Yeah,
same
just
one.
room for me.
No, it shows now on the screen in the bottom. Breakout room.
It is the same room.
Choice.
If you join the room, can you afterwards hop between different rooms?
No.
I don't think so.
I think everyone has to be a co-host for that, maybe. I'm not sure.
I think there's options, but I don't know how to. Yeah, like usually you click on the breakout room, but no, people don't need to be co-hosts for that.
Yeah, that's usually the case, especially when we practice this. But thank you all for your feedback. I'm just trying to troubleshoot this, since I know it'd be so nice for everyone that's families join to come and join this as well.
Did the professor post a link to the LinkedIn link that he mentioned a while ago? I think. I'm not sure when he posted it.
Yes, he did.
Where did he post it at? I'm just
In the chat, so I can scroll up and find that for you. Here we go.
I just reposted it.
okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so people in the chat are saying the option to let participants choose breakout rooms is checked. Ollie not working. It depends on your version of Zoom. So more variables to account for. What I would suggest, which is obviously not ideal, but if families want to get together, maybe you can create your own Zoom room, with just your SFSU account, to avoid, all of this. So for families that are here and hoping to connect with their graduate, I totally understand if you have to leave and do that yourselves, because that was honestly the whole point of this. So it is a bit unfortunate, but okay. I wonder if I can share my Zoom. Maybe we can all look at it together.
Just gonna give a quick shout out to my boy here, Jonathan, part of the SF Hacks.
Yes.
And it only again lets me go back to room number 1, but no, it's actually kind of fun jumping in and out because of the randomizer. There are different people in the breakout room, so it's actually kind of randomizing. Hey Charlie, I see you. How are things in Arizona?
Everything's going well. It's pretty hot over here. I hate it, but pretty used to it by now. But yeah, and I was telling Dr. Shu, it's kind of funny being back here and seeing everyone, because it's been like a year since I've even thought about school. So, but that's what happens when pandemics happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, last year we were not able to organize anything for our graduates, and that's why I also reached out to last year's graduate. There have been quite a few, in fact, who joined. I'm really happy that you still stay connected, and it's good to see you.
Oh yeah, no, it's great to see you too. I was wondering, is it okay if I post my personal link and invite people, like just anybody who wants to catch up with me to like go into that room? Is that okay?
Anything is possible. Sure, why not?
All right.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Yeah. If anybody, I'm posting my link in there. So if anybody feels like catching up with me, then please join it. I'll join that. I'll go like a minute. But Denise, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. It's so great to see the whole computer department here.
I know. I miss seeing people.
Yeah, it's yeah, someday I do want to go back after I get sick of software and start teaching again. So
well, when you want coldness, you're too hot out there. You know where to come.
Thank you. All right.
Actually, today's a beautiful day here. I mean, you saw it earlier in the camera. It's nice and blue. I was wondering what to do if it's all foggy, and I go out and I just point my camera into a fog bank, but luckily that was not the case.
Can I get a shout out? Because since I didn't get the chance to appear on the thing.
Of course, Louis. And again, sorry, please go ahead. Shout out to all your friends.
I want to thank all my professors and also Carmen left, but she wrote me my letter of recommendation when I applied to the program, and I want to say thank you to my family. Gracias a mi familia, a mi abuela y a mi tío.
It's actually a nice idea. Why don't we just stay in the main session here, and those of you who are still here, if we did not call you out, if you just want to just unmute yourself and say something, why don't you do that? Since our master list was not quite up to date. So if there's still students here whom we did not call out on, why don't you just take the opportunity just to say hello and talk to your friends. Anyone else?
Yeah, I would like to go. So I had like some issues while my slide came up, but yeah, I think I got the opportunity right now to say something. So I would like to thank my professors and department. I have received like the graduate award for distinguished achievement, and it was quite possible because of my professors and the support that I have received. And yeah, a really big thanks to that achievement. And right now, yeah, I'm having a really good career, and I'm a software engineer at Amazon. And yeah, I would like to thank again to the entire department and the professors I worked with.
Congratulations, Aditya.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to say a quick shout outs. So my name is Natalia. I just graduated in fall, and I wanted to thank my family, my friends, my professors. And yeah, I have a job at Microsoft now. So Microsoft gang.
And just to be sure, what Mitchell Baker said earlier, Microsoft has come a long way and is also doing open source now. So yes, I fully approve your job choice. So congratulations, Natalia.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I would like to say hi quickly to Arno, Bill, Hui, and Jakob. Finally finished. That's great. And me and I think at least three other SFU students are now all working in Cisco. So yeah, we have a good group. So I just wanted to take a chance to say thanks to you guys and
thanks, Tom.
Get me over the
finish line. Family. Great to see your family.
Yeah, they came down. It was fun. It's cool. We're all vaccinated, so we can hang out. So. Hey, Jakob.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I just want to do a quick shout out really quick. I wasn't able to say anything. Yeah, so I just really want to give a quick shout out to, I would say especially Dr. Henry Villar or Professor Henry Villar. I think he was here a while ago, but I think because of him, I learned a lot, especially when it came to software engineering. But I also want to thank all of my professors, as well as like a bunch of my friends, as well as my family, and especially to the people at the SFSU Discord. Don't forget to check it out, as well as your status as alumni. Please do so, and just thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Vito. Do you want to put the link into the Discord in chat?
Oh yes, that'd be great. I'll do that right now.
Thanks, Vito. Anyone else? Anyone else we haven't called on and who wants to say something?
Can I go next, sir?
Yes, please.
I just want to say thank you, everybody. You, my professor, Shahrukh, and if any other professors here. I graduated December, but I just wanted to do the ceremony, and I really wish we can all meet sometimes in person and we have actual ceremony than online. It's a different experience, but it's more nicer to see everybody in person.
Simran, I totally agree with you. And well, that's the best we could do for this year, but this craziness will be over at some point, and you're always welcome back to your alma mater. So
yeah, I wish everybody stays safe. Take care. And enjoy like with your family. Yeah.
Thanks, Simran. Anyone else?
Can I go next?
Of course.
Hello, first of all, hello everyone, and thank you all for being here. And thank you to the department for organizing this virtually and giving us the opportunity to say like bye, and thank you to everyone for the last time. And I'd like to especially thank my family, friends, all the professors throughout, all the peers who have helped me in the projects and work and everything. And especially coming from India, like for the first time in US, and it was a great, even though it was just 1.5 semesters on the campus, but it was all very nice and very memorable. And I look forward to coming back after all this is over to meet all the professors at the campus. Thank you everyone.
Thanks, Shruti. Anyone else? Someone wants to go next? Other people we haven't called upon who would like to say something?
I don't know. I would like to just say a few words. I know our students always undersell themselves. I'm going to repeat what I told in my breakout room. First, congratulations to all. And please, when you write your resumes, don't forget to mention that you were able to complete the school and all the team projects completely online, and under your skills, mention your ability to work in online or hybrid environment. It might be thing of the future, and the fact that you did it, please emphasize that. And that is not a trivial thing, neither for you nor for faculty, but it will actually, add to the list of skills you learn in school, in addition to just getting a degree. It was really amazing, as Arno said. I think we had, within 4 days in March, we switched to online. I mean, it's amazing, right? So thank you, everybody. And thanks to Office and our chair and all the students. I can tell you, being a former chair, with much smaller department, I admire Arno and Denise for being calm. I don't know if I would be able to be so calm after dealing with thousands of students. So thank you guys, all right?
This is just a facade you see right now.
Yeah, Arno, maybe that's a template screen from Zoom, like show your normal face, right? Yeah. And AI, I mean, they're doing everything now. I don't know if you saw, you can doctor the video of somebody speaking completely different thing with perfect lip sync. It's scary. Speaking of ethical AI, everything can be falsified today. I'm really worried about that. So,
thanks, Dragutin. are there any other students here in this main session whom we did not call upon and who would like us to quickly shout out their names? Anyone we missed in the registration? Well,
I just wanted to remember that during the seminars which we had got to attend, and one of them was conducted by Professor Petkovic, and that time he had mentioned about AI, and so now I just feel that it can be like even fake faces and all can be created and meet tulips like.
Yes.
Well, everyone, the idea with the Zoom breakouts, breakout rooms and jumping around is not as easy as we anticipated. To no fault of the organizing committee, I guess the user interface of Zoom is just not the most intuitive for that. So I'm not sure, Lisha, is there anything else that you want to mention?
What I can conclude the Zoom issue to is the fact that I'm a host but not an admin. So in the original Zoom that was created, and this isn't a San Francisco State Zoom account, it's actually Stream Club Zoom account, which means we can have up to 500 participants in here. The admin, which is Paul Klein, so some of you may know him, he didn't select let everyone jump from room to room. Which is totally fine, like we didn't tell him to either, which is, no one's fault. But that is the reason why you guys can't join from Zoom to Zoom, but the co-host can. So on my end, it was always showing like everyone can join from room to room, but on your end, it wasn't. So I'm really sorry, but.
Well, Lisha, don't be sorry. Let me just give again one more big shout out to the organizing committee, and especially Lisha and Jason. I mean, I really got to appreciate how much is happening behind the scenes. So again, remember, this is the first time we're doing this in a virtual setting, and it's to be expected that there are some hiccups here. So yes, we cannot do the breakout rooms the way we anticipated, but I hope that you enjoyed the ceremony. And yeah, I think with that, I would suggest that we can maybe then close the session. But just like I said earlier, I really don't like the term social distancing, right? We should be just doing exactly the opposite. We should be staying socially close. So even though we're going to close the session here now, please stay in touch. And if you ever come close to campus, once this craziness is over, then stop by and say hello.
Please do.
And last remarks. I also just want to thank all the other students that joined in on this. They're also in this Zoom room. They did this for you guys during finals week, during the hectic, I don't know, just life issues. So thank you to you guys. Thank you to Dr. Kluter and Professor Shah as well. But Christian, I see that you're unmuted. Do you have anything to say?
Oh yeah. I just wanted to say well, I didn't really mention this in my 10-second speech, but it was just a pleasure, like being the student assistant for the department, helping all of you guys out, answering your emails. And even when you guys walked in pre-COVID for the last 2 years, it was always a pleasure helping you guys out, especially the staff and the faculty. Yeah, it was a great job, and I loved being the student assistant.
Gonna miss you a lot.
Yes,
yeah.
You will be
I'll
dearly
stay in
missed.
touch though.
You better. Yeah, Christian did so much work in the office, and I really want to thank him and congratulations on earning your degree. But yes, he is the one who is behind CS Grad email, helping everyone and always with a smiling face when anyone walked into the office. So thank you so much for all of your support and all the work you've done with us. Really appreciate it. And I'm gonna miss you.
Well, and then also one more special shout out to Denise, since she's on my main screen right now. As you can imagine, for an office manager to do this type of work remotely is also no easy task. And well, thanks Denise for always keeping your smile and helping our graduates. It's and the faculty and instructors, and it's been such a crazy time. You know, I really get sentimental being here at the office. I can tell you. You know, yeah, such.
Arno, thank you. So you should know that faculty takes care of the chair too. I discover in Mountain View a Olympus cafe with full selection of German beer. So Arno has my invitation, and they serve it also in big, you know, whatever, half a gallon thing. I don't drink beer, but Arno, you have my invitation. You owe me that one, okay? And if you want, but they really have good beer, okay?
And it's called a growler. That's like these big.
Oh, I see. It's just amazing. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, I just want to say one more thing. I'll be in Stanford, like a few months away. You know, if you guys, especially to faculty or students, you know, like if you want to set up collaborations later on, you know, I'm more than happy to do so. You know, it's especially like people like, you know, have thesis or projects they want to complete. Like I'm more than happy to like, you know, offer mentorship.
Yeah, use the LinkedIn group for staying together. You know, so Louis, maybe if there are opportunities for our current students or future students, then feel free to post. Everyone has posting rights on that LinkedIn group. You know, so let us know.
Luis, I have very important recommendation for you as for Stanford. Close to Sriram, there is Cafe Copa, spicy cappuccino and spicy latte. Try it, okay? It's delicious, all right? I know it's a beautiful campus, by the way. It's
Dragutin, you make a very good tour guide, I guess.
I know. Well, you too, Arno, you know, you gave a video tours to applicants, but yeah, I mean, there are few places I like, so yes. That was my backup job, but I'm so lucky I'm in academia. I will tell you, you guys talk about teachers, tankas, but I have a ton of friends in high tech. No, they either have their own company or retire. Everybody, most of them envy me for being academics. They don't even mention the money. It's actually very rewarding job, especially when students and family thank you, actually. And we have a great group at school. So it's almost like therapy, you know, teaching, you know, versus being retired and not doing anything. So, you know.
Well, okay, everyone. I would suggest with that, I should let you go, all of you, and enjoy this beautiful day here in the Bay Area and continue the celebrations with your friends and family. You have definitely deserved it. And yeah, as I said many times now, please do stop by when things are okay again and you find yourself close to campus. So congratulations one more time to all of you. Well deserved, and wish you all the best. Okay, and I'm going to log off now. Bye-bye.
Congrats, everyone.
25.